This is RTV6 News at Noon, working for you.
Thanks for joining us here on the News at Noon. I'm Lauren Casey. Todd Clausen working from home this midday, and he has a check of our midday forecast. Todd, it looks like it's going to be another scorcher out there.
Yeah, already temperatures up around 80 degrees, Lauren. That's right where we were yesterday. Yesterday, we ended up around 88 degrees for your high temperature, depending on where you were, right at 88 in Indianapolis. Today, we may not get there. There's just a little bit more in the way of cloud cover, but either way you look at it, whether we're 88 or 86 or 87, it is going to be well above normal and uncomfortable when you factor in the humidity. 79 in Indy right now, 83 to the north. Some heat index values in northern locations already approaching a 90 degrees. So I do think northern locations, you still have a little bit of sunshine. One of the reasons why our temperature didn't take a huge jump this last hour in the metro areas, there's a little bit in the way of cloud cover moving through. And there are just a few very, very spotty showers trying to get going here. I'm not really too concerned about the showers. This band of clouds will move through. What I am more concerned about is once this band of cloud cover moves through, we'll get back into the hazy sunshine. Temperatures will take a big jump forward, and then we should be able to flare up some heavier downpours later on this evening. Not expecting severe weather. That is the good news. We're just going to have some downpours and maybe a little bit of lightning. There is a break finally in all this heat and humidity. I'll let you know when that arrives coming up in just a little bit, Lauren.
All right, Todd, thank you so much. Well, Metro Police are still looking for the driver who ran from this scene of a crash that left one person dead on the northeast side. Police say that this happened around 12:30 this morning near North Emerson and 36th Street. Officers tell us that the crash involved a Camaro, an SUV, and a car that was parked. The driver of the Camaro died at the hospital. Police tell us the driver of the SUV was gone by the time officers arrived at the scene. 3 other people were taken to the hospital with serious injuries. The newest numbers from the State Health Department show only a small increase in the number of COVID-19 cases and deaths from Monday. The department cautions that some of the counties may show a delay in reporting due to the holiday weekend. Indiana has now surpassed 32,000 positive tests since the pandemic began. Also today, 18 new confirmed deaths were reported, bringing the state total to more than 1,800. The health department says almost half of the deaths have happened in long-term care facilities, such as nursing homes. Well, there's another place where Hoosiers can get tested for COVID-19 if they qualify. The testing site at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is now open. Free testing will take place at the track on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. Also, Warren Central High School is a testing site on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. The county is placing testing sites in those hot spots in an effort to stop the spread of the virus among people of color and older populations who are most vulnerable. To make an appointment for either location, just go to marionhealth.org/IndyCovid. There you can also call the number on your screen, 317-221-5515. We know that students at the University of Notre Dame will be back on campus this fall with new coronavirus precautions in place, but the school's president says he doesn't know whether Notre Dame Stadium will be full of fans when the Irish take to the field for the first time. Father John Jenkins wrote an op-ed in today's New York Times addressing the question of sports for the first time. Jenkins says that he believes the school can keep student athletes, coaches, and support staff healthy, but that a football crowd of 80,000 people would be a different matter. Jenkins wrote the following, quote, "I see no way currently to allow spectators unless we restrict admissions so that physical distancing is possible," end quote. He went on to say, quote, "We will soon turn to answer the question of how many games we will play, when we will play them, and how many fans will be in the stadium," end quote. As of now, Notre Dame is scheduled to open its season at home against Navy on Saturday, August 29th. COVID-19 is having an impact on elections. The Indiana primary that was supposed to be held earlier this month is now happening 1 week from today. That's when voters will decide to agree to more taxes in Marion County's Washington Township. Washington Township Schools says the money is necessary to improve student safety, improve teacher pay, and protect property values, but some say it's the wrong time to raise taxes. As early voting is underway today, Call 6 Investigates Kara Kenny is digging into what this means for you. Signs
Ads like this one are popping up all over Washington Township about the upcoming referendum. The district is asking the average homeowner to pay an extra $32 a month in taxes. Washington Township will have two questions on the ballot: an operating referendum, $16 million a year for 8 years. It would fund existing and new positions like school police officers, bus drivers, teachers, and athletic staff, and would also include $1.5 million to boost teacher pay. The second question, a $285 million construction referendum. The money would in part be used for improving and renovating athletic facilities, expanding student learning spaces, replacing HVAC and electrical systems, and improving access for those with disabilities. The construction referendum would include a new gym honoring Paul Logan, the North Central athletic director who died from coronavirus in April. We talked with teacher and coach Anthony Dean, who supports the increase, as well as a resident who says it's the wrong time.
There's a need for upgrades in our buildings. We have to provide safety for our students. We have to provide technology for our students to use. We have to keep our teachers on staff. We have to provide support staff for our students as well. All of those will be impacted if this referendum doesn't pass.
It's a terrible time to plan to spend $285 million on buildings when you don't know if you're going to have to switch to distance learning in the near future. How can they even plan on that when we don't know what's going on in the coming school year, let alone in 10 years?
If both are approved, the average Washington Township homeowner with a $180,000 home would pay an extra $32 a month in property taxes. Kara Kenny, RTV6.
Kara, thank you. If you'd like to see how the referendum would impact you, we do have a referendum calculator in this story on the RTV6 app. You can also find that at the indychannel.com. Now, voters in Beech Grove have two school tax proposals on their ballot. One is an operating referendum that would mean more money for teachers, help to buy new buses, and enhance student safety. The second is a construction referendum that will focus on renovations and improvements at Beech Grove City Schools. We'll look into these later in detail this week here on RTV6 News at 5 and 6 o'clock. Well, as we told you, early in-person voting is underway today across Indiana. In Marion County, there are only 3 places where you can vote early, and that's due to a shortage of poll workers. The City County building is one of those places. Due to the pandemic, extra steps are being taken to keep voters safe. You'll see markings to make sure that you stay at least 6 feet away from the next person. You'll be encouraged to use hand sanitizer, and poll workers will be wearing masks. Voting equipment will also be cleaned frequently. Here's what you need to know about voting early in Marion County. At the City County building, you can cast ballots today through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. You can also vote this Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. and on Monday from 8 a.m. until noon. Broad Ripple High School is another early voting site in the city. Voting there will take place through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday and Sunday 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., and there will be no voting there next Monday. The days and hours are the same at the third early voting site in Marion County. That's at Beech Grove High School, 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. You can find early voting locations and times for all of Indiana's other counties at your county clerk's website or by checking indianavoters.com. A race that could draw people to the polls in northern Marion County and Carmel is the 5th District congressional race. Republican Susan Brooks, she's not running for re-election, so this is now an open seat. There are 5 Democrats and 15 Republicans in the running. With that many people, we know it can be really hard to learn about each candidate, so we've compiled a list of all the profiles of all those candidates who responded to us for information. It's on our homepage, theindychannel.com, so we asked them the same 5 questions so you can check that out before you cast your ballot. The work continues in memory of Abby and Libby. Next, the progress being made on a place designed to bring peace to a community still mourning the loss of those 2 young lives. Todd.
And Lauren, we're heating up already across central Indiana. In fact, some of the warmest temperatures in the Midwest are right here in Indiana. We're sitting in the 70s and 80s, close to 90 again today, but there is some relief from the heat and humidity. I'll know when that arrives. Let you know when that arrives coming up in your Storm Team 6 forecast. You're watching the news at noon right here on RTV6.
General Hospital this week on ABC.
Welcome back. A construction project is taking center stage in honor of 2 teenage girls killed in Carroll County. We're getting our first look at the amphitheater coming together at the site of the Abby and Libby Memorial Park in Delphi. It's part of a project to honor the memory of Abby Williams and Libby German, the teenage girls killed back in February of 2017. Their killer has yet to be arrested. The Memorial Park will include softball fields and a place for families to enjoy music and other events. To make a donation to this park, you can send a check to the L&A Park Foundation, P.O. Box 431, Delphi 46923. You can also make cash donations at Security Federal Bank. Well, the Tour de Cure is encouraging you to get out, be active, and raise awareness for diabetes. Coming up, how you can get involved and how the money raised will contribute to diabetes research. And let's take a live look outside right now. For our Weather Now camera, you can see some clear skies up ahead and also a little bit of cloud cover. Todd Clausen is breaking down a hot and sticky forecast for this week. That's coming up here on the News at Noon. Stick around. Welcome back. In just a few weeks, the annual Tour de Cure for Diabetes is taking place here in Indiana. This event raises thousands of dollars for the American Diabetes Association. Our Kelsey Anderson joins us this midday with more on where your contributions will go.
When you donate to any cause, of course, you want to know where that money's going. And 17-year-old Jessie Hall wants you to know, when you donate to the Tour de Cure, you are changing lives. Every year, the American Diabetes Association hosts summer camps across the country for children who are living with the disease. It's a way for them to form special relationships, but most importantly, understand that they are not alone. The money raised during the event helps to send kids to camp who can't afford it.
Just to be able to see that kind of age group of everyone that is affected by this is so amazing. Just because I struggled with that a lot, because there's no one when I was little in my hometown that had this. And so seeing a bunch of other people and being so close with them and being able to relate to them more than you can relate to anyone else that you're around is so awesome.
Hall says she hopes folks will still participate in Tour de Cure, even though it will be virtual this year. The Tour de Cure event will take place virtually this year on June 6th. They'll be live streaming a lot of different things over on Facebook Live. Hall and all the other participants hope that you'll still join them. I'm Kelsey Anderson, RTV6.
All right, Kelsey, thank you so much. And if you're heading outside to maybe do a little exercise, go on a bike ride today, Todd, we know it's hot out there, but people may also need to dodge some storm chances. What's it looking like here for our Tuesday?
Yeah, you know, I think the biggest thing everybody will have to contend with, Lauren, is the heat, as you mentioned. So if you are exercising, drink plenty of water. It's warm, it is humid, and then some of you will see a few isolated storms. Today, it's only a slight chance, like a real spotty storm will be possible here and there. But you notice as the week progresses, the rain chances go up. And Thursday is definitely going to be the wettest day of this upcoming week, because that's the day that the cold front is going to approach central Indiana. Today, we're just going to manufacture some of these isolated storms with the peak heating of the day. A live looking greencast. It looks like our camera's fogged up just a little bit there. Could be from the humidity that's out there. 79 in Indy, 84 is the current temperature in Muncie, and Bloomington and Kokomo sitting at 83 degrees. You factor in the humidity. We have a heat index value right now of 88 degrees in Peru. Many locations today will get to right around 90 for those heat index values. The big question mark is how long do the clouds stick around? You notice right now where those temperatures were a little bit warmer, there's some sunshine, but we also have a little bit of cloud cover moving through and a couple showers trying to get going here in the metro area. And you notice how spotty they are. And this is going to be the case throughout the entire day. This band of cloud cover that is moving through right now is going to go through from south to north. Then we get right back into the sunshine. And as soon as we get back into the sunshine, it'll be hazy sun. Some other isolated storms will start to pop up. So they may start to pop up a little bit later today as we get closer to sunset than they did yesterday. But nonetheless, a possibility. But again, the coverage is not all that great on TrueCast there, as you see throughout the afternoon and evening. Highs anywhere from about 84 to 88 degrees today. If you're grilling out, it's going to be a warm one. Again, the heat is going to be more of an issue than the storm coverage. But looking forward in this forecast, tomorrow will be a little bit cooler than that on Thursday, and then it will take the temperatures all the way down into the mid-70s 70s for the weekend. And as the week progresses from today forward, the reason why we're a little bit cooler is we'll have more in the way of clouds and thus more in the way of rain showers. So tomorrow, mainly in the afternoon, the showers will be scattered about, and then they'll continue to become more numerous, working our way into the day on Thursday. Friday, the rain looks like it's the first half of the day, and then as we work our way into the second half of the day, once that front goes through, we'll start to usher in that completely new air mass that's in place for the weekend. Saturday, Sunday, and then even into Monday next week, we are looking at temperatures that'll be in the 50s in the morning, mid-70s in the afternoon, and lots of sunshine. We will not have to contend with that humidity. So a little uncomfortable here, Lauren, the next couple days with rain chances increasing. The trade-off, though, by the time we get to the weekend, looks absolutely beautiful.
All right, we like that kind of timing, Todd. Thank you so much. Well, a coffee shop on the Near East Side prides itself on being more than a place to get your caffeine fix. Our Brad Brown shows us how the business has become a cornerstone of an up-and-coming neighborhood.
There are hundreds of places to get a cup of coffee in Indianapolis, but few have the charm and history of the Needhammer building on the city's Near East Side.
People come in, they come with their masks, they come in, but they want the coffee, they want friendship, they want some normalcy. It's the way life is right now, and so we put on a good face, we talk to people, and we try to be encouraging.
The building itself dates back well over a century. The owners have maintained many of those elements with the coffee shop, neighboring Ash and Elm Cider Company, and the upstairs event space that overlooks the city.
We love it when people come in here, and some of the things we've heard are, it feels like home. We love it when people say that. We tell our couples that we want them to feel like their family put on their wedding. So same environment, absolutely welcome, full of hospitality and care.
A carefully crafted coffee menu features daily and weekly specials. And the crepes coming off the griddle are just as well assembled.
Kind of create a small economy where you could do a lot of life here. And that's our mission. That's what we turn the lights on to do, and that's what we love to do.
The Needhammer Group have also put together Indy's Table, helping feed families in need. Working with their catering partners and Westminster Neighborhood Services, they've raised more than $17,000 and delivered 2,000 meals this month alone.
Well, it starts with the heart already for our community, that we want to make a difference and see the people around us thrive. And knowing that this is going to be a hard time in this area of the city, thought of a way that we could give back.
So it's much more than just a place to get a cup of coffee. This has become a central part of an up-and-coming area of the Circle City.
I think it's existed because people with a passion for it, and that we're not just coming in, punching a clock, collecting a check. We're coming in because we're driven by mission. I think that passion transfers to our clients and our customers as well.
Working for you on the Near East Side, Brad Brown, RTV6.
All right, Brad, thank you. Needhammer is open 7 days a week for carry-out coffee and crepes, 10 to 2 Monday through Saturday and 12 to 2 on Sundays. Online ordering is an option as well. For more information on how to make a donation to Indy's Table, you can visit the shop's Facebook page. So when we come back, it is time for our Pet of the Week. A lot of people getting pets and dogs during this pandemic, keeping them busy. And so we want to introduce you to Harley, a sweet pup. We'll show you how you can make Harley part of your family just after the break. Stick around.
Exceptional care, simply delivered.
Well, Tuesday means it's time for our Pet of the Week from Indy Humane. And this week, we want to introduce you to Harley. Take a look. She's a very sweet 6-year-old girl. She can be a bit shy and a little timid at first, but once comfortable, Harley is a very spunky girl who will benefit from some daily exercise. She's very people-oriented and loves being around humans, for pets and cuddles. Harley is a big girl, so she'd probably do best in a home without kids under the age of 10. Her adoption fee is $175, and if you'd like to set up an appointment to meet Harley and maybe put in your application to take her home, you can just go to indyhumane.org. And she looks like a sweet girl that would like to maybe go on a hike, as you can see there, get outside, maybe run around a little bit, and it would be a great week to do that, Todd, because we're finally warming up here in the Circle City.
We are. I rode my kayak down Fall Creek past Fort Bend yesterday, and there were a lot of people on the trails, including with their dogs. Lawrence here. Exactly right. Just bring plenty of water for you and your pups today. Just a spot storm, a high of 88. Better storm chances Wednesday and Thursday, but a nice refreshing air mass with lots of sunshine arrives for the weekend.
All right, Todd, thank you so much. And thank you for joining us and making RTV6 your choice for news. Come back here and join us for the news at 5 o'clock. Have a great Tuesday.